Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're here this Friday morning. Got a great show lined up. A couple of special guests here talking about some fun and good things coming up. But first, let's take a look at the weather brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. Drew Pollard and hardworking crew taking care of our everyday comfort needs. High today, 87, low 70. And water temperature ended up here, folks, it dropped down to 82 degrees. That's the lowest it's been this year. Okay, our river reading brought to us by Panama City Coca-Cola. Good folks down there. The Apalachicola at Bluntstown is reading right now a 3.2 level, as is the Choctaw at Caryville. It's reading a 1 foot this morning. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Neap tides. Bad day to get out there. Not only neap tides, but it's also a full moon. Okay, so today, September 29th, I want to say it's a special day to Gail and I because it's our beautiful daughter Wendy's. It's her birthday, so happy birthday, sweetheart. Hope you have a great day. Can't wait to see you this afternoon after work. She's teaching at Port St. Joe Elementary. Our tide chart, like I said, just neap tides, so not a lot going on. The wind direction will be coming in north-northeast at about 10. Fishing game times from blue water outriggers, we're looking at one time today. It coincides with that full moon. That one time is 11:52 to 1:52. We're going to take a quick break and come back with our guest.
Right.
Okay, welcome back and welcome our special guest. I'm going to let him introduce himself, so go ahead.
I'm Bill Dozier.
Okay.
And I'm Joe Howard.
Okay, Highland Park Baptist men's group, and getting ready to talk about the Wild Beast Feast. And you know how much all the folks on Panhandle Outdoors and the viewers, how much we love the Wild Beast Feast at Highland Park Baptist. Here's a poster here. It's coming up soon. Let's see, we got it up there? Tuesday, October 10th. Okay, so Bill, tell us about it.
Yeah, we have this wild game dinner coming up at Highland Park Baptist Church. Now, Highland Park is at the corner of 231 and East Avenue, for those who are not familiar with where it is. At 5 o'clock, we have a car show. At 6 o'clock, we eat dinner. And at 7 o'clock, we go inside for the main event. We're going to hear gentleman Brody Switzer speak to us. He's a world-renowned NRA world champion game caller.
Whoa.
He's a professional hunter and hunting deer and turkey, and has his and he's on TV as well with a show, game show on TV.
That is awesome. So that's it in a nutshell, but there's so many other variables that go in it. First of all, y'all do a lot of cooking.
A lot of cooking.
The cooking crew.
Joe does a lot of cooking. He's in charge of the cooks.
Joe, tell us about the cooking.
Well, it takes a lot of people to put on the event. We have a smoke team, we have a fry team, we have a kitchen team. We have all kinds of different varieties of meat. We have a Orks meatloaf, and I think we're going to show you what an Orks is here in a little bit. Yeah. And then we have venison meatloaf and sausage, and we have fish, gator bites, all kinds of stuff. It'll be delicious.
Is that when they use the word feast, it is truly a feast.
Yes,
it really is. I admire every year. I just sit back in awe of all the guys working, the teamwork that y'all have. How many?
Yeah, a lot of volunteers. It takes a lot of volunteers to put all this together, and there's men from the church and men from the community that come together, and you know, everybody's got their little job to do, and everybody pulls together and does it.
How many y'all cook? When do y'all start cooking?
Well, we actually, the actual cooking phase starts on the night before, but the prep work starts the weekend before.
Yeah.
So we start several days in advance to get it all completed by the time we serve it, and it comes out fresh and hot to the line as soon as it's done.
I look around sometimes. I always try to get toward the front of the line. I just did that since elementary school.
Right.
I swear, I never broke that habit.
Yeah.
So one of the advantages of that, because if you go through first and you start looking around, see if you can go in the second time.
That's right.
Nobody forgets about it.
That's right.
How many guys have y'all normally have coming?
Well, we typically have. I think we had like 1,400 last year.
We did.
And with the night, we have 9 lines that move through. The feeding lines, so it moves real quick. We get everybody fed quick, so they can sit down, talk to their neighbor, socialize, have a good time before we go inside.
And this is how many years y'all done it now?
Gosh, I think we're on the 14th year. Yeah, 14th year.
And it has grown. I've been to every one of them, and it first started out like a little fish fry, then boom, it just took off. And, so that's what y'all get for having good food and great speakers. I mean, not good speakers, but great speakers y'all get.
Yeah. Brody Switzer is gonna. I've been told. I've never met him personally, but I've been told that he does an outstanding job, speaking, and of course his TV show, about hunting, deer hunting and turkey hunting. He does great there as well.
Year after year, y'all come up with these great speakers and all. Well, let's see now. I got a couple more pictures. The big thing, what time is it going to start?
It starts at 5 o'clock as a car show.
Okay.
And then we eat at 6 o'clock.
Okay, so here are some of the things you could win. Just draw your name. You don't have to buy a raffle. You don't have to do anything. You just draw your ticket, right?
Yeah, the ticket you buy is $5, and then we put it in a big 5-gallon bucket. When we go inside, we draw right out of that 5-gallon bucket. We draw tickets out, and you win these prizes.
308 Savage, a Winchester 12 gauge. That's sweet. How about a Hobie kayak? Wow. Okay, and the car show. There's some great. I love walking around and looking at these cars.
Yeah.
And they're in the parking lot, all different ones.
Yeah.
Okay, got that going on. And then, right here.
He's just kind of preparing, getting ready to serve some food, and you see everybody behind him there that's waiting in line, fixing to come through the line.
That line looks real long, but it just moves so fast.
Yeah, they wrap all the way around the tables. You can see them wrapped all the way around.
Yeah.
And then within 15 or 20 minutes, everybody's got a plate of food. So we do really well.
Walking right through it all.
In 14 years, we got it down to a science.
Yeah, y'all really do. Okay, what about this picture here?
Yeah, same thing. That's where the table setup is, and you'll see the guys standing back, we're fixing to say the prayer and then open it up for everybody to come and eat.
You see the hungry guys back there now.
Yeah.
That's just so much fun. Okay. And this is a kayak you can win?
That's the kayak. We have it out in the lobby at the church, and for people to look at, and then the oryx that's right up above it. That's the oryx that will be serving the meatloaf and make meatloaf out of him.
Okay. All right. We're gonna take a quick break. Come right back. Okay, welcome back. Getting ready for big wild beast feast at Highland Park Baptist, and we've got some other stuff to show. So what else you got? All these shirts?
Well, we t-shirts. We're going to be selling t-shirts at the event, and we sell them every day right now at church. But at the event, we have a t-shirt for anybody who wants to purchase a t-shirt for the event. You know the old saying, I went there and I got a t-shirt. So that's what it's about. Joe's wearing one of the t-shirts.
Yeah, good, Joe. That's good. Yeah.
And so just going to be a great time with a lot of different door prizes and food to eat.
5 o'clock, it'll be the car show, of course.
5 o'clock, it kicks it off with the car show. 6 o'clock we eat, and at 7 o'clock we go inside for the main event. And look forward to hearing Brody Switzer speak to us.
And I see so many of you viewers come, and I know all of y'all seem like, but then sometimes y'all come up and introduce me and say, "Oh yeah," and I say, "Yeah, I waved at you the other day on the show."
Yeah.
Way back. But go over this cooking process again. Again, that fascinates me.
Yeah. So the week before we'll go out and do a lot of the shopping or getting the food on order and everything else, and then really the magic starts to happen about 6:30 to 7 the night before. We'll place the pork butts onto the smoker, get them all seasoned up, and then they cook all night long with guys sitting there manning the rotisserie, getting them going. And then at each time the kitchen team will come in and they'll start prepping the baked beans and all the kitchen stuff, and then we have the fry team come in. They'll start cutting the fish and prepping the gator, and then they'll start frying, and then every segment just keeps taking place all the way up to where we load the trailer, take it out to the serving line, and then feed those hungry men.
And you have a serving team too. All those guys serve.
We do. Around 65 people to serve.
Oh my goodness. I marvel at it. I know you want to come for the food and the fellowship and the speaker and the prizes, but also just observing everything going on like that is just something else. I admire y'all for doing it. Each year y'all improve and just sort of.
Absolutely, we have our challenges each year. We all the rotisserie doesn't work right or something goes, but every year the Lord blesses and it happens, and we have a great event.
Absolutely.
We have a July 4th cookout, about 20 of a family there, and that's a challenge. I can't imagine 1,400.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good.
We have several places that you can get tickets.
Okay.
We have C&G Sporting Goods. You can get a ticket there. Grassy Point Hardware in Southport. You can get a ticket there, or you can go online to highlandpark.org, and you can just use the CR code, get a ticket online.
Okay. And also, you always so good about bringing some to give away to Panhandle viewers.
Yeah.
Okay, and here's how we handle this. And it all works out real good. When after the show, give me a few minutes to sort of get out of the studio and all, but after the show, you can call me and what we got here, 10
tickets.
10 tickets.
Yeah.
And call me, and what I've done in the past, I can't run around town all over the place and deliver tickets. You meet me there 5:30, around 5:30 before we eat. Somewhere toward the front of the line.
Yeah.
Well, y'all will recognize me. And I always see y'all coming up, and I'll just write your name down, and you fill out the tickets and get mine. So that's how we're going to do it. So I appreciate y'all bringing these.
Glad to do it.
The big challenge, of course, to me would be, where does all the food come from?
It's all donated, and I mean, the guys. Now we do have. I was talking to Tommy the other day. He has 6 new deer that we just harvested, and they have a special way to do that, and so there just comes from all over that's donated. The oryx, that's a animal that's derived from Africa, but there's a place here local that raises oryx, and each year we're able to go out there and harvest one and prepare it for the food.
Okay, and it's really good. Our first year or two, I was a little hesitant. Then when I tried it, it is great.
It is.
Yes.
I mean, and it's healthier than actually deer. I mean, cattle. Okay, here we are right here. Let's go to the post one more time. You could win one of these 3 prizes. Okay, and then there's the schedule. The main event: Brody Swisher, NRA World Champion Game Caller. And there's the places you can get the tickets right here.
And that QR code, they can also get them on there and order them online.
And the QR code, very good.
Right.
All right, Brody, hopefully like I said, the speaker has been quality. Highland Park Baptist right there on 231. And
231 and East Avenue.
Mr. Lumley does a good job with this, doesn't he?
He does. Tommy Lumley does an outstanding job. He organizes everything for us. He gets us all together and gives us direction, and we all run and do our whatever tasks that we have. And so it's a team effort. A lot of guys work hard getting this together each year.
Yeah. And we've talked about it before. I know some of other churches have gotten men together in different cookouts throughout the Panhandle. And I'm always available to come be part of it. And I know if you get a chance, it don't have to be to this scale. No way you do something this scale, but just 50 or 60 some guys get together, just fry some mullet this time of year. Or something. The idea is getting some men together and sharing our faith and just having a great time.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's great fellowship. I hate leaving because at the end of it I'm still talking to people. It really is good.
Yeah,
So we appreciate it.
It's always a good time. I think I've checked around. There's other game dinners throughout the Panhandle, like you say. I think, but ours this one kicks off the season, being October the 10th. The first one of the year, and then just kind of make the circuit, just figure out where they are, and just go from one to the other. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, and y'all touch base with us, and we share it and try to get some folks coming to it and all.
Yeah.
And y'all are all welcome to come down to this one.
Absolutely, everybody's welcome. We just want as many men there as possible because it's such a great time.
Now, I'm looking for Billy Grantham because when you said food, I saw his ears perked up right there. So I think Billy Grantham and some of his fellows will be coming down. I know they do. Hope my nephew from Liberty County, some of those guys will come down.
Yeah,
and enjoy it.
That'd be great. Yeah, and the night of the event, I need to talk to Billy Grantham a little bit about some hunting.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. He's
This is something else to talk about because you start sharing some of these hunting and fishing stories this time of year. What's going on right now, and that's important.
It's a great networking to be able to, like you say, to compare the hunting and the fishing and what did you get this year. What did you get last year? Where do you want to go? And all that. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And the fish get bigger as the stories.
That's right.
They sure do. We're talking about that.
Yeah.
And looking forward to having my son Chip will be with us, and son-in-law Walter will be coming over from St. Joe, and it's just a great time. They'll be bringing some folks with them, and Windmark Church folks will be coming.
Windmark Church will be there.
Yeah, be there. So y'all got enough food for everybody?
We're going to have it. Well, you'll get some food, guaranteed.
That's feeding a lot of people.
Yeah, it's a lot of people, but like I said, Lord blesses every year, and it just works out.
That's
okay.
right.
Again, that's a week from this coming Tuesday, October 10th, and we look forward to seeing y'all there.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys coming on.
Thank you very much
for having us.
You have to come on again and talk about some county commission stuff.
I'll be glad to.
You're winding down.
Yeah. I'll be glad to come on and talk about the projects that we have going on and everything.
All the boat ramps and all.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to get there early and watch some of these cookers. I might have to sample some of that food.
Yeah, I'll give you I'll give you the behind the scenes tour.
Yeah.
I'll give you a spatula if you stand there.
We might do that because it's really just actually seeing it, all the stuff y'all do.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to get ready for our famous Friday fishing forecast, but we appreciate these guys coming on. Appreciate what they're doing for all of us, and it's just something really good. I appreciate it.
Thank
you. Thank you.
Let's take our final break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, and welcome to our famous Friday fishing forecast. It's going to be an interesting weekend, but before we get to that, with our guest on, we just forgot to do our drawing, so here we're going to do our drawing right now. By the way, Joe is a big diver, and he's like vice president of Man and Sea Museum, so we're going to go there and do a show on some upcoming events at the Man and Sea Museum out at the beach. Okay, Tropic Seafood, proud to have them on, and the $20 gift certificate is going to go to Kathy Strickland from Grand Lagoon. Kathy Strickland, Grand Lagoon, a big red snapper. And you remember, go out this weekend and catch some big red snapper. Or you can win and go to Tarpon Dock. And the winner from Mariana, Sonia Wiley. Grand Lagoon and Mariana. Okay, looking at the first thing that hits me on the fishing forecast, neap tides and full moon. Okay, makes it challenging. So it's going to be but the wind's going to be coming out northeast about 10. So it's going to be some challenging times. I would say if you we run out of time to go flounder gigging, but it could be a good weekend if it's cloudy. So if you get a chance to do that. But what I wrote down, surf fishing has been good. I saw Brockmeyer, stay in contact with him, and this week, one morning he caught his limit of pompano, surf fishing. So that's telling me he's on the west end down there. And the week before I checked out Navarre Beach and they were catching them there. So just the pattern is the same. They're working their way down through here. And so I would say this weekend, surf fishing should be really good. The moon don't affect it that much as far as actually doing things. Surf fishing should be strong. Also, wrote down the bay. It's been a good, interesting time to go bay fishing and try to capture the slam. Try to get all three of the flounder, trout, and redfish. That's always a challenge. You want something different to do, and you spend a day out there on the slam. The Spanish are in. There's a near shore Spanish is good. Pier fishing, they've been catching Spanish, started last week, catching some this week. So Spanish mackerel run is going pretty strong right now. The docks and piers are strong. The freshwater, I wrote down the brim. Brim fishing is just really good this time of year. Again, full moons or not, so over the weekend and first part of next week should be some really good brim fishing. I looked up, let's look up here at Choctaw Bay. We're going to start on the west end on Choctawhatchee Bay. I wrote down the top fish for each bay, the 4 bay systems, if I was going to fish. If I was going to fish Choctawhatchee Bay, from the reports I've gotten, I would go through the area and look for some redfish. There's been some good catches around the bridge of redfish this week. Some excellent catches. Okay, so then let's go down. Okay, let's go down to, let me drop my pen off. Again, a good time to always get out of the wind in intercoastal. But now intercoastal will be flowing, so the tidal flow won't be that strong on intercoastal. Okay, now looking at West Bay, if you want to fish West Bay, you put in that bridge there, come out here to Crooked Creek, and on the point right here, the duck hunters are gone, so this area right here in the center of the screen was always going to be good. If I was going to fish St. Andrew Bay, I'd fish for trout this week. Okay, so redfish in Chaldash Bay, trout in St. Andrew Bay. Now let's go down to St. Joe Bay. If I was going to fish St. Joe Bay, I'd fish for flounder. Flounder fishing is really good now in St. Joe Bay. And if I was going down to one fish in Apalachicola Bay, guess what it would be? It would be triple tail. Okay, triple tail fishing in this area here. I always miss my buddy Chris Gouris, and we had some wonderful triple tail fishing trips at this time of year. It's really good on doing that. Like you say, like I've told you before, I've been at triple tail. He called, tagged, and sent to the University of Southern Mississippi on their study. So the things I wrote down, make sure the lower Apalachicola, okay, if you're going down the lower end of the Apalachicola River, it's going to be strong. The river fishing is going to be excellent now. It's steady, it's low. So the fish is going to be sort of concentrated on the Choctawhatchee River and the Apalachicola River. Some of y'all fish Ocklawaha. Ocklawaha just be busting at the seams, but they're going to be jumping in a boat there. Lake fishing, Lake Talquin, Lake Seminole should be good. Get out of the wind. It's going to be a little bit of northeast wind. That should be really good there. But again, I would always want to encourage you to bridge fish. If you don't have a boat, bridge fish. Or wade fish. Wade fishing is going to be really good. I'd go early. I'd go real early and get some live bait. It's going to be hard to trick them with this full moon. They're going to be a little lethargic as far as really wanting to take part in something unless it's live. So it's going to be a challenging weekend. So I'm interested Sunday night, Monday, looking at some pictures. Maybe some of y'all may be able to send me that you defied the odds and caught a lot of fish, even with the natural conditions challenging as it is. So anyway, I've got to start wrapping things up. Been a good week. We've had some good guests on the show. Next week's lineup is going to be good. I have a couple of shows by myself and a couple of guests coming in. So we appreciate the support of all the sponsors that we have, and for you trading with our sponsors, that's what keeps us on the air. So, and the big thing though is you just actually sending stuff to me, us interacting and sharing things about what's going on here in the Florida Panhandle. All the live things going on and events coming up. On Monday, we're going to have the Swivel Sisters coming in talking about events they have coming up. So everything's going good in the outdoors. So you enjoy the weekend. You have a great weekend, and always do something good for your fellow man. Take care of the outdoors, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.